Hi, my name is Bas Strmec. I'm the CEO of Hailun USA, the division that distributes pianos in Canada and the United States. And the question is, who is Hailun? Well, in 1986, a young gentleman by the name of Hailun Chen opened his own business. He was a graduate of a technical piano school in Beijing. And at that time in China, everything was still rather communist, but the signs were positive for founding your own business. So he started building parts for other piano makers and slowly inched forward in quality. As a matter of fact, he became a premier provider of metal parts and other parts for other very famous makes around the globe. In about the mid-90s, he had desire to also make his own pianos. This came to fruition in 2001 when the first piano was developed. He went about that in a very special way. He found, by luck, a technician who was himself a fifth-generation piano factory owner, Peter Veletsky. When Peter and Hailun Chen met, they didn't speak the same language, but they understood a common vision. Peter was at the end of his rope because production costs in Europe had increased so tremendously that producing the Wendel and Lung piano line that was in his family for generations was not anymore viable. He was competing with the likes of Bösendorfer or Schimmel, that are also in Europe based, without the marketing machine and the sales force behind it. After some negotiations, Peter and Hailun came to the agreement that Peter would export all of his templates, his scale designs, his machines from Vienna to Ningbo, China. That's how Hailun was created. At the beginning, the brand name was Wendel and Lung, that was distributed, produced in China, and distributed throughout the world. Of course, there's something very, very different about the process that worked with Hailun Piano Company. They never went and copied anything. They never went and stole any patents or stole any designs. They, through the cooperation with Peter Veletsky, got right away into the business of making high-quality instruments with the Viennese touch, the sound philosophy that harks from the center of Europe, from the heart of Europe, from the heart of music traditionally. That is why Hailun's sound philosophy to this day doesn't match up with other companies from Japan, which are much brighter, more piercing. Hailun's sound philosophy is more of a chamber music setting, lush, powerful, all-encompassing, and yet subtle. By that time, and we're talking 2003, 2004, 2005, Mr. Hailun Chen had entered further agreements with great designers and piano masters from all around the world. From the United States, he teamed up with Frank Emerson. Frank was one of the chief engineers at Baldwin during the golden years of Baldwin Piano Company. He also teamed up with Stephen Polello, a very experienced technician and piano designer who had worked at Bechstein for many years. With their help, he designed an entire line of instruments. The 198 Emerson still bears the name of Frank Emerson, is one of the finest pianos in that segment. The 218 Polello is an incredible instrument. The HU5 has become the winner, award recipient for Piano of the Year. The 178, the original Wendel and Lung 178, has been the winner of the MMR Piano Line of the Year award for 3 years in a row and was then inducted into the Hall of Fame, receiving the Legacy Award status. All these would not have been possible if these great names, Frank Emerson, Stephen Polello, Peter Veletsky, had not come and joined the company. The genius of Mr. Hailun Chen was that he brought the best minds in the industry, the best designers, to the table and create an environment where they could freely develop instruments. They had used the name Wendel and Lung for many years, but Mr. Chen always felt that he wanted his own name to be on the pianos. Like all the great makers in piano history, like Steinway, Bösendorfer, Blüthner, Bechstein, and many others, the owner's name was on that fallboard and expressed the pride and the love that the maker had for the product. Their personal good name was tied to the performance of the piano, and Mr. Chen felt very much the same. So that was when in 2006, Mr. Chen decided that Hailun would be the name of the piano. It was interesting to see that in 2016, Hailun Chen received the Schumpeter Award, which is an award given up by the city of Vienna for noteworthy businesses that have made a mark in their industry. And so that was given in Mr. Hailun Chen's honor, of which we are very excited. When Mr. Chen approached me and asked to build and distribute Hailun pianos for the North American market under the Hailun name, it was a no-brainer. I knew the product excellently well. It was so much advanced, so much ahead of its time. It was just a matter of time that the name itself would be a warranty and guarantee of quality. So for me, it has been a wonderful, wonderful experience of building the Hailun brand in the United States and also in other markets across the world. Hailun is so confident in its product that in the United States, Hailun offers a 15-year warranty. That's the best warranty in the industry. It's transferable to the first owner. Nobody else does that. The dream assurance is something that is also on my mind. If a customer does not feel comfortable with the sound or any aspect of their purchase, we'll exchange that instrument. There's no cost to the customer or to the dealer. There's a corporate promise. Hailun USA has its own staff. We have our own staff in China. Every piano that comes to the United States has been personally inspected and signed off by our staff in China, adding another level of quality control and protection to the product. Hailun is the most powerful brand there is currently out there. It's dynamic, and it's certainly the brand that will make a difference in your business.